Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, March 1st. Quite an active beginning to the month of March. We have a chance for some heavy downpours today, maybe some strong thunderstorm activity as well as a strong cold front pushes into the I-95 corridor. And then much colder air will flow in later tonight on the day, Thursday, along with strong northwest winds, and a pretty impressive looking clipper system will drop southeast across the Great Lakes later tomorrow night and produce some snow in the mid-Atlantic region very early in the morning Friday into the midday hours on Friday. There could even be some small accumulations in some areas, primarily north of the Mason-Dixon line from the clipper snow expected early Friday. First, let's start off with a look at the latest radar loop. First of all, there's a batch of some rain and embedded thunderstorms across much of Pennsylvania right now, moving into the southeastern part of Pennsylvania. And that'll help keep the clouds in place and help keep temperatures from going way up to abnormally high levels today, probably up into the 70 to 75 degree range, which is well above normal, but with some sunshine it could have been even higher than that. That sunshine does not look like it's going to happen. In fact, there could be some heavy downpours over the next couple of hours, maybe an embedded thunderstorm or two. The main line associated with the cold frontal system is still out over the out over the Ohio Valley. That'll pass through the I-95 corridor during the mid and late afternoon hours. Could spark a couple of strong thunderstorms. Damaging wind gusts is the primary weather threat of the afternoon, and we'll focus in on that over the next couple of hours. But again, there can be some heavy downpours at just about any time from late morning through the afternoon, and perhaps a strong to even severe thunderstorm later on today in the I-95 corridor. This threat goes all the way down into the Tennessee Valley. In fact, and across northern Alabama, this line ought to move in during the midday and early afternoon hours. Could cause some damaging wind gusts really from the southeastern U.S. all the way into the mid-Atlantic region as this cold front plows towards the East Coast. Well, let's now walk through the 06Z GFS model run. Again, two main events here. First of all, the warmth and severe weather possibility for today. At a minimum, there should be some heavy downpours. And then the clipper system late tomorrow night, early Friday, brings some snow to the mid-Atlantic region. We'll focus in on both of these events over the next couple of minutes here. First of all, this is the 250 millibar wind forecast from last night's 06Z GFS model run. I just want to point this out because this is a main contributor to the possibility of some damaging wind gusts later today. Very strong winds in the upper part of the atmosphere. Oftentimes, those strong upper level winds can translate down to the surface level. And let's just walk through. This is the forecast for right now, early Wednesday morning. And then we just keep pushing forward. And notice here the purples here showing up. There's 140, 150 knot winds here way up in the upper part of the atmosphere for late this afternoon into the early evening. Again, that contributes to the potential for some damaging wind gusts later on today. Let's keep moving forward. And that jet streak intensifies going into the evening hours and finally starts to slide off the southeast coast. This is now later tomorrow, and it's still causing some strong winds in the area. So expect a windy day today and potentially very windy tonight and tomorrow following the frontal passage. And then we'll look upstream to a clipper system. And again, that could throw some snow in the mid-Atlantic region, perhaps even some small accumulations areas north of the Mason-Dixon line. Well, let's now walk through the surface forecast maps from the 6Z GFS model run. All these maps, by the way, available on tropicaltidbits.com. This is the forecast for right now, early Wednesday morning. Frontal system, again, driving towards the East Coast here. Some rain right now across south central and heading into southeastern Pennsylvania. That'll keep the clouds in place, prevent some sunshine from destabilizing the atmosphere even further. So in a way, it diminishes the chance for severe weather later on today. Nonetheless, over the next couple of hours, there can be some heavy downpours and maybe even a thunderstorm or two even before that cold frontal system reaches the I-95 corridor later this afternoon. Let's keep moving forward here. Here's the forecast map for early this afternoon. And again, that frontal line of showers and thunderstorms extends all the way from southeast U.S. into the northeast. Let's move ahead here, and by early this evening, that front is just about reaching the I-95 corridor. Certainly can see some strong thunderstorms into the mid and late afternoon hours in the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridor, probably up until about 3 p.m. or so in the southeastern part of the U.S. By evening, that'll be pushing to the south and east, places like Huntsville, Alabama, for example. Let's keep pushing forward, and winds will kick up very strong later on tonight into the day on Thursday, and then we'll start looking upstream here as the signs of a clipper system dropping across the northern plains. Let's just keep now moving forward. This is now tomorrow morning. Very windy conditions here in the I-95 corridor. Much colder tomorrow compared to today. And again, strong northwest winds could gust up to 40 or 50 miles per hour in the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridor late tonight and especially early on Thursday. Let's now keep moving forward now and start focusing on this clipper system. This is the forecast map for early Thursday evening, about 7 p.m. Thursday evening. And this clipper system will actually intensify as it moves into a deepening upper level trough along the eastern seaboard. A little bit of concern about that here. It could throw some surprises our way late Thursday night, early Friday morning. Let's keep moving forward here. And as I mentioned earlier in the week, the place to be for a clipper system, especially this time of the year, if you want to see some snow, is on the north side of the track. Track basically a west to east track here. So notice the GFS model, anyway, is putting it right along the Mason-Dixon line, the Pennsylvania-Maryland border. So the best chance for snow will be north of the Mason-Dixon line, north of this storm track. But it's also putting down some snow all the way into West Virginia. And let's keep moving forward. Now here's the forecast map for early Friday afternoon. Notice a little bit of darker blues right here across east central Pennsylvania, maybe the far northern suburbs of Philadelphia, into interior central New Jersey and to the New York City region. That particular area, let's say from Allentown to New York City, could even be an inch or two of snow from this particular clipper system during the morning hours on Friday. Maybe some snow all the way down into the D.C. metro region. Again, an intensifying clipper. It's a weak system, but it'll be intensifying as it approaches the area where there's a developing upper level trough. So it certainly bears watching. Again, we're talking in the wee hours of the morning, Friday, 2, 3, 4 a.m. There could be some snow breaking out in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, continuing through the morning. Certainly rain can mix in at times, especially south of the Mason-Dixon line. But clipper snow looks like it's headed our way for early Friday. And there's an outside chance of some small accumulations on Friday morning, especially east central Pennsylvania into northern New Jersey, maybe the New York City metro region, maybe even the far northern suburbs of Philadelphia. But warm today, some heavy downpours and a strong thunderstorm possibility, and then very windy tonight, turning colder, very windy on Thursday, much colder tomorrow compared to today, and then clipper snow possible early Friday morning. A lot going on as the month of March begins. Stay tuned to VencoreWeather.com for any updates later today and again on Thursday with respect to the upcoming clipper system at the end of the work week. That's it for now. I'm Vencore meteorologist Paul Dorian.